girl, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I have a break from comeback, so I get to react to some of your guys' requests and recommendations. Of course, this was recommended to me by Fairy Stars Worldwide, always giving me new and interesting music. This is the trend Mine. I'm not sure how to say that in the language, so you guys have to tell me how down below. But this is a new ipop group, so I'm excited to get into this. Let's get started. Ooh, interesting sound. Ooh, I like that. Going up.
देखा तुझे जब से ये मेरा दिल बढ़ने लगी हर्ट भी बेबी नाउ आई कांट स्टे दिल की हर राज खोल दूं मन करता अफवाह भी फैला दूं लवली बेबी तू है बड़ी बबली बाकी सब नकली बस
Ooh, I like that change up in the instrumental.
बस तुझको है दूंगी
Nice, the ad-lib. So the second verse is way more rhythmic.
I'm foolishly falling in love with you, baby. I don't see no do baby.
Ooh, pretty. Ooh. Oh, I love a good law part. Ooh. Ooh, that was nice. What a good first song that I've heard from them. Do they have any more? Tell me if they have more. This was really, really interesting to listen to, especially when you, at the very beginning, we had kind of a little bit of an introduction, and then the going up in the verse. I think that was so nice. The way the melody just naturally kind of inclined a couple of times, I thought that was nice. And then after just the couple of phrases of going up, that's when the instrumentation really started to get more increase in that. The first verse was really short in comparison to the second verse. I found that quite interesting. But I think that was mostly because getting more members involved in that second verse with the rap and everything with that, and just a different feel. The chorus has to be my favorite part. Absolutely. I loved the humming and then the interjection. So it's kind of like a call and response, but it was interesting the way they did it because the humming was first. I would think in a call and response you would put that second, but I like how they put that first and then they had this kind of part, because then I can also see, like, if they were singing this live in front of fans, right? Then they could really get the fans involved in that. I think it would be a nice way to do that, especially if you like wanted the fans to sing along with you or something. Like you could like point the mic at them kind of thing, like let the fans actually sing into the mic. I think that would be super cute. In verse 2, like I said, we had more of a rap feel. It felt more like the first person felt more like a melodic kind of talk singing rap, and then we had more of a faster kind of feel in the rap at the second part, and a change up in the instrumental. This is where I really noticed the difference in the instrumental of how it was going through with the chorus versus the verse. And then we have that kind of this ad-lib feeling before we go into the chorus, which I really loved. In this chorus, the second chorus, I hope you guys can kind of help me out here. They have the hum, and then there's this turn. What I mean by turn is this little way that the notes go up and down within that. It's very common that I hear in Indian music. I'm really curious if it has a name or anything like that, if it's used in traditional singing or anything, because I hear it a lot when I'm listening to different music. So I'm really curious if that has a name. Maybe you could kind of help me look that up, but it's really pretty. I love how that happens, but I don't really hear it in a lot of other cultural music. So that's why I'm curious about that, if it's more like a traditional kind of way of singing. And then I really loved where was it? In the bridge, I really love how it had this kind of pull away and kind of change up feeling. We get to the laws where more people could be involved in singing, which you guys know I always love. And then we have this little kind of pause before going into the ending with the ad-libs. Who was doing those ad-libs at the end? Please let me know, because I'm really curious. I thought this was a great first song. Like I said, I don't know if this is their debut or not. You guys have to let me know. But really, really nice song. I really can't wait to hear more from them. So tell me what you guys thought about this. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the MV? For me, like I said, it has to be that chorus. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
See you want me, and now you're alive, and I'm just